It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we've got ourselves a rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taking it to 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Got 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call it tippy toes if that one was completed.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss. A good sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and
touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Young throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here is Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now here's Young. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And on the left sideline, he caught up and out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So Brown getting there and it's third down. Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Looking there for puts, but intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
A couple quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to clear the throwing lanes?
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here we go. Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Young now from the 50. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions looking for the win on the road in Week 1. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of spark, and then maybe that'll carry on.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a dump off here complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to throw again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It's Young on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, Young loses it. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Falcons have come back within a score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive of 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready?
On play action, Young. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. To throw on second down is Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw a little different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Third and short yardage, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed. but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of fun. The horse race hasn't it, partner, because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Young now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the hole, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right, and when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 24-21. And time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
He reminded us of his 1,000-yard receiver a year ago.
as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by 4. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now in the situation where the quarterback's going to take full charge of his head. He's going to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile,